Good morning, students. How are you doing? I hope you all are watching the videos without skipping any one of them. In the last classes, we discussed about the revolt of 1857, and we came to know that though it was a landmark in Indian history, it could not hit its target. However, it is worth mentioning that it united the countrymen against the British rule in India and also became a reason for national awakening. So today we are going to figure out all the reasons which united India and which were the main reasons of national awakening. So let us proceed. As a reaction to the British policies of exploitation, merger, and control, the struggle for freedom in 1857 took place, and it developed a strong nationalistic feeling amongst Indians. So, what were the main reasons? Total 9 reasons are given in a textbook, so we'll study it one by one. So, the very first one is the political reason. Political reason. What was the political reason? Let us understand. So as you know that even before the struggle of 1857, East India Company had taken over the control of entire India, and after 1857, the direct administration of India went under the control of ब्रिटिश पार्लियामेंट. सीधे इंग्लैंड से क्वीन विक्टोरिया का शासन चलता था भारत पर, एंड दे मेड अ प्रॉमिस दैट दे विल नॉट एक्सप्लॉइट एनी ऑफ द इंडियन और इंडियन rulers, but they were very bad at keeping their promises. So the British government established a uniform administration all over the country for the sake of unity and security of their empire, not for the common people of India, but for the sake of their empire. They have established a uniform administration, यानी कि पूरे पर एक सेंट्रल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन उन्होंने चालू किया. And this unified administration started by British government develop a sense of unity and awakening among Indian, क्योंकि इंडियंस को पता चल चुका था कि पूरा जो देश है उस पर कहीं ना कहीं डायरेक्टली शासन अंग्रेजों का हो चुका है. While this uniform administration act was passed by the British in the interest of their own empire, it proved to be the encouraging for national unity. तो वो उनके लिए, उनके भले के लिए अंग्रेजों ने स्टार्ट किया था, बट इट प्रूव्ड टू बी फैटल फॉर देम, और उसने उल्टा भारत के लोगों को यूनाइट करने में मदद की. सेकेंड रीजन, रिलीजियस एंड सोशल रिसर्जेंस. So the religious and social reform movements also played a major role in development of nationalist feeling. The leaders who pioneered these movements became the prominent leaders of political awakening. These movements developed a feeling of respect for Indian culture in the hearts of Indians. The social religious reformers leaders like Raja Ram Mohan Rai, Swami Vivekanand, Swami Dayanand Saraswati, Ramakrishna Paramhans, Mrs. Annie Besant kindled the feeling of pride among self-religion, homeland and self-governance. तो ये कुछ लोग थे जिन्होंने रिलीजियस रिफॉर्म को स्टार्ट किया, रिलीजियस रिफॉर्म्स लेकर के आए वो भारतीय सोसाइटी में, एंड ऑल्सो दे डेवलप अ फीलिंग ऑफ प्राइड फॉर द सेल्फ रिलीजन, होमलैंड एंड सेल्फ गवर्नेंस, यानी कि खुद का राज, खुद का शासन होना चाहिए. कहीं ना कहीं यह सोच लोगों के अंदर डेवलप करने का काम किया इन रिलीजियस रिफॉर्मर्स ने. So these movements of 19th century were basically religious in nature, yet they had inclusion of nationalist feeling in them. So in addition, Swami Dayanand Saraswati's Arya Samaj and Swami Vivekanand's Ramakrishna Mission, there were many more such movements to which the nation owed its reawakening. Number 3, impact of Western culture, education and thinkers. So with the intention of uprooting nationalistic feeling from the Indian hearts, Lord Macaulay introduced Western education in India. His intention in spreading Western education in English was to develop a class of people who would work in the interest of British government. But on the contrary, The spread of English education inspired Indians to free themselves from the clutches of foreign rule. With the knowledge of English language, Indians became acquainted with the Western literature, thinking and philosophy, and also administration. So this was the impact that the Lord Macaulay ही स्टार्टेड द वेस्टर्न एजुकेशन इन इंडिया. उनकी सोच यह थी कि भारत में एक ऐसा वर्ग क्रिएट किया जाए, ऐसे लोगों का ग्रुप क्रिएट किया जाए जो अंग्रेजी शिक्षा पा करके अंग्रेजों के हित के लिए काम करेंगे, यानी कि उनके लिए काम करेंगे. बट ऑन द कॉन्ट्रेरी बिल्कुल ऑपोजिट हुआ, दैट दिस पीपल आफ्टर गेटिंग वेस्टर्न एजुकेशन, उनको अंग्रेजों की पॉलिसी, नीति, लिटरेचर, फिलोसॉफी सब कुछ समझ में आ चुकी थी. And that's why they all started uniting the countrymen against the British rule. Number 4. Impact of contemporary European movements. With the establishment of British Empire in India, spread of English education also took place. As a result, Indians came into contact with the Western world also. So the reforms or the reform movements in England, the independence movement in Italy, Germany, Romania, Serbia inspired the Indians to struggle for their rights also. So this inspiration caused restlessness among Indians for the freedom of their motherland. That means जैसे ही हमारे यहाँ पर इंग्लिश एजुकेशन को इंट्रोड्यूस किया गया, तो यहाँ के कुछ लोग, एज आई सेड इन द लास्ट पॉइंट, पढ़ लिख गए, इंग्लिश एजुकेशन लेकर के समझने लगे, एंड इसी कारण से वो विदेशी जो फ्रीडम मूवमेंट्स थे, जैसे मैंने जिन देशों का नाम बताया, इटली, जर्मनी, रोमानिया, सर्बिया एक्सेट्रा, इन देशों में चलने वाले फ्रीडम स्ट्रगल से ये परिचित हुए, ये जानने लगे उन मूवमेंट्स को जो वहाँ चल रहे थे. एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट उनके मन में भी ये आया कि हम भी हमारे देश के लिए, हमारे भारत के लिए यही मूवमेंट स्टार्ट करें, सो दैट we could free our country. Number 5. Development of means of communication and transport. Yes, another major reason. After the British Empire established in India, the means of communication and transport were developed in India. So rails, telegraphs, postal services, roads, bridges, etc. were developed in India, keeping in the view the security of British Empire and economic exploitation of Indians. So as a means of transport developed here, it benefited Indians too. The movement and transport of goods became easier, which resulted in exchange of ideas and establishment of communication. So therefore, the development of transport and communication system indirectly helped to the Indians to unite in one bond. That means communication and transport जो ब्रिटिश एम्पायर ने अपने फ़ायदे के लिए इंडिया में सेटअप किया था, इस्टेब्लिश किया था, उसका पूरा फ़ायदा इंडियंस को भी इनडायरेक्टली मिलने लगा. इंडियंस को भी कम्युनिकेशन के लिए टेलीग्राफ को यूज़ करने का मौका मिला, एंड द रेल्स एंड रोडवेज एंड वट एवर द ट्रांसपोर्ट मीडियम वॉज देयर, द इंडियंस ऑल्सो यूज इट, एंड दैट्स वाई एक्सचेंज ऑफ आइडियाज़ could be done in the better way. That's why it benefited in national movement also. Number 6. Impact of ancient Indian culture. So in the 19th century there was a search for ancient Indian literature with the help of Indian and Western scholars. Many important books were translated in English from Sanskrit. The scholars like Max Muller, William Jones, हर प्रसाद शास्त्री, रामकृष्ण गोपाल भंडारकर, राजेंद्र लाल मित्र, महादेव गोविंद रानाडे wrote many books on the subject of Indian literature. These writings made a great impact on Indian mindset. It developed a high self-confidence and self-esteem among Indians. Definitely, इंडिया के लोगों को जब इंडियन कल्चर से परिचित करवाया गया by some of the writers through their books, वो भारतीय कल्चर को जानने लगे और इस कल्चर को बचाने के लिए वो भी इस मूवमेंट में कूद पड़े. नंबर 7. इंडियन न्यूज़पेपर एंड लिटरेचर. Newspaper and Indian literature contributed a great deal in the national awakening. The writings of Bankim Chandra Chatterjee, Dinbandhu Mitra, Bhartendu Harishchandra, D.L. Roy and Rabindranath Tagore or Thakur had a very important role in national awakening. Anand Math, written by Bankim Chand Chatterjee, and its song, which is our national song, Vande Matram, became the source of inspiration for the youngsters of the country. So, the analytical review of British rule was being printed in the other newspapers, Indian newspapers like Samvad, Kaumudi, Amrit, Bazar Patrika, Bombay Samachar, Kesari, Maratha, Hindu, Patriot, Swadeshi Mitram, Arya Darshan, etc. So many were there, which contributed developing national awakening. So praise developed Indian consciousness and gave political teaching to the Indians. That means Indian newspapers में छपने वाली खबरें जो ब्रिटिश प्रशासन था उसकी जो गलतियां थी या जो उनकी दुराचारी नीतियां थी उनकी खबरें छाप कर भारतीय लोगों को उनसे अवगत कराया. नंबर 8, द ब्रिटिश पॉलिसी ऑफ इकोनॉमिक एक्सप्लॉयटेशन. Yes, there were some policies of Britishers which exploited Indians to a large extent. Dissatisfaction arises from the economic exploitation. With the establishment of British Empire and the Industrial Revolution in England, Indian cottage industries suffered a blow. On the goods exported from India, a heavy tax was levied on them in foreign market, whereas the imported goods from England were made tax-free to sell in the Indian market. This made the money flow out of India and destabilized the economy. This drove the Indians to struggle against the economic slavery. So the policies adopted by Britishers were very exploitatory. That means ऐसी पॉलिसीज उन्होंने अपनाई जो इंडियंस के खिलाफ थी. इंडियन कॉटेज इंडस्ट्री स्पेशली काफ़ी उनको सफ़र करना पड़े इसके कारण से. एंड ऑल द गुड्स विच वर एक्सपोर्टेड फ्रॉम इंडिया, यानी कि इंडिया से जो एक्सपोर्ट होता था उस सारी वस्तुओं पर बहुत ज़्यादा टैक्स लगाया गया ताकि कम से कम एक्सपोर्ट हो. एंड द गुड्स विच वर इम्पोर्टेड फ्रॉम इंग्लैंड, यानी कि इंग्लैंड से जो गुड्स यहाँ पर आते थे जो भी वस्तुएं यहाँ पर इम्पोर्ट की जाती थी उनको टैक्स फ्री कर दिया गया ताकि बाहर से यानी कि इंग्लैंड से स्पेशली आने वाला जो माल है उस पर कम से कम टैक्स लगे या टैक्स फ्री कर दिया जाए और ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा इंडियन मार्केट में उसे बेच सके. एंड द लास्ट बट नॉट द लीस्ट, द पॉलिसी ऑफ रेशियल डिस्क्रिमिनेशन. Yes, British used to show racial discrimination against Indians. Why? Because they considered themselves as the superior race and Indians as the inferior ones. Like हम निचली जाति के या निचले तबके के लोग हैं और वो ऊंची जाति या ऊंचे लोग थे. That was their feeling. They used to look down upon Indians and used to mistrust them. The talented and educated Indians were not considered capable for government posts or higher ranks. तो टैलेंटेड या एजुकेटेड इंडियंस को भी गवर्नमेंट की हायर पोस्ट पर नहीं रखा जाता था. अ टेंडेंसी क्रॉप्ड अप अगेंस्ट द इंडियंस हु वर सक्सेसफुल इन कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स टू बी डिनाइड जॉब्स ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ सम concocted faults. So people like Surendranath Banerjee, Arvind Ghosh became the victims of the British policy of discrimination. These were some main reasons which united India against the English rule here. Hats off to the martyrs and a heartfelt tribute to all those martyrs who sacrificed their life for the motherland. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.